Hi everyone. I'm going to do an update video. I'm going to try to make this really short, but it may end up being long, but I'm going to try to make it short. So I'm going to do an update video. I'm going to be talking about Hebrew people, the Hebrew culture. I'm going to be talking about being sovereign. That means being out of the government system, being free from bondage. And I'm going to just do some random talking about the police and the attacks that the wicked one, the shadow government, the police, are enforcing upon regular holy people. I'm going to try to make this video short, but it might end up being long. So now let's go. The first thing I want to do is give an update, because a lot of people been messaging me wanting to know what's going on. I'm fine. That's what's going on. In my last couple of videos before I took the channel down, remember I said that the police had raided my house, they took me to jail, they beat me, and so on and so forth. This is all because I claimed my sovereignty, constitutional rights, and they're trying to make an example of me. They're trying to make a mockery of me. So after that, I took all my channels down and everything, because I don't plan on being on social media forever. I just come on here to give the energy to my holy ones who need the energy. And I come on here to connect with the holy people who need the connection, and I keep it moving. So I took the channel down, but I'm going to, bring it back because I want to put this video up and maybe another video or two. So now let's get into it. So since I've been out here away from the area where I was when the police viciously attacked me for just, being a sovereign person, I've met a lot of interesting people. The first person I want to talk about is someone that I met at a gas station, just off random, getting gas. This man calls himself Jesus. He calls himself Michael. He calls himself David, reincarnated. And he's a prophet in the area. So we struck up a general conversation. And from that general conversation, he started to talk about, remember my channel where I was exposing transgender people? I was calling them transgender. I was calling them people that had had sex changes and things of that nature. Off random, with talking to this man, he knew a lot about those types of people. And from what he was telling me, they're not transgender people. I had it a little bit right, but not all the way right. From what he was telling me, those are people that's born with both body parts. They're born with a vagina and a penis. And either at birth or somewhere down the line, they'll decide to remove one body part or the other. Example, if the person wants to be a woman, they'll have the penis removed and they'll just have a vagina and they'll operate as a woman, or vice versa. If they want to be a man, they'll have the vagina sewed up or removed or however they do it, and they'll just operate with the penis. You see what I'm saying? Now, with those people being people that have both body parts, I don't know if those people can produce children the way people like me can. People that's born with one body part, with one vagina or one penis. You see what I'm saying? I think this is probably the reason why in Hollywood, and you have to be one of those type of people to be in Hollywood. You have to belong to a certain group, and you have to be those people that have both body parts, both penis and vagina, for the most part. From what we were discussing, at least 98% of Hollywood are those people, the people that's born with both body parts. And he knew a lot about it. So we did a lot of talking about it. We did a lot of studying about it, and so on and so forth. So I just wanted to let you know I was a little bit correct when I was calling them people transgender and I didn't know what they were. I was pointing out the body parts and things that just wasn't adding up. Those are people that's born with both body parts. That's the reason why their body structure is a lot different from mine and yours. Meaning, me being the type of female that have the slopey shoulders and the hourglass waist, whereas they have the straight T shoulders and the straight up and down waist. If you're not familiar with my channels, you're not going to know what I'm talking about. But I just wanted to let you know that I did run into someone that knew a lot about it, and he's giving me a lot of information on those types of people. So I might end up doing more videos and talking about that. So now let's keep going. And let's talk about the Hebrew people and the sovereign people. As I was talking to this man, that the people in the area call him a prophet, I was telling him what the police, the wicked ones, had done to me, how I had claimed my sovereignty, and they actually came and kicked down my door and hauled me off to jail and beat me and attacked me and everything else. So he wanted to know a lot about that. Now he's a man of the Bible and he talks about other stuff. He don't know a whole lot about being sovereign and separating yourself from the wicked government, fraudulent of paperwork and fraudulent um, lifestyle that they have set up for you people. I'm saying you people because I'm not involved in that life anymore. I started to tell him a little bit about it, and he did some research for me. Okay. So as he was doing the research on his own, because he was interested in knowing what I was talking about, he said something very interesting to me. Now pay attention to this. He said, so you're basically a Hebrew. And I said, what? And he said, you a Hebrew. He said, I did some research on sovereign people, like what you were saying, on sovereignty and so on and so forth. And I'm finding out that these are, the original Hebrew people. This is how they lived. They live by the constitutional law that comes from God, the creator, not law by man. The government, the shadow government, wicked, backwards law, which is tainted and twisted and wicked. So when he kept saying Hebrew, you're a Hebrew, I was paying attention to those words because on the internet I was attacked and I went to war with the people that I thought was Hebrew people. Now, notice I said with the people that I thought was Hebrew people. And the reason why I'm saying that is because before the police raided my house and did all that stuff that they did to me, I was talking to another man from my neighborhood. This is the black man that owned a lot of businesses and so on and so forth. He's also a Mason and his family is deep rooted into Masonry. Pay attention to this video, it's very important. His family is deep rooted into Masonry, and I was telling him how I had been attacked by Hebrews on the internet. And this Mason guy was telling me, I don't think it's the Hebrews. If these are, true agents that's attacking you, you'll never know exactly what organization they're with. And knowing what I know now about true Hebrew people and listening to the information, these definitely was not, Hebrew people that was attacking me and putting up fake channels and getting people killed on the internet. These were people that were of the government, agents, not Hebrew people. Hebrew people, real Hebrew people are not sitting on the internet attacking people. They're just not doing that. So I was just talking to him again last night, and this is why I was struck to do this video today. He was going on and on telling me about the way I'm living as a sovereign person and so on and so forth. That's the way that the Hebrew people live for the most part. And I didn't know that. I really didn't. So you may say, well, you're kind of all over the place. You was talking about the Hebrews attacking you online. Now you're talking about, the man is telling you that you're living the life of one that is Hebrew. I don't think that the people that was attacking me was Hebrew people, and I think that they was attacking me under Hebrew accounts to keep me from going that way is what I think. Because remember, these are agents and they play a lot of games on here. So as this man was telling me, these things about Hebrew people and the way they live and so on and so forth, I asked him, how do I connect with these people? And he was saying, well, the state that you're in, it's not a lot of Hebrew people there. You would have to go to where they are for the most part. And I said, well, where are they based out of for the most part? He started naming other countries. And I told him in the United Snakes, where are these, Hebrew people that you're telling me about? And he told me about a couple of states where these people would be located. And I'm not interested in going to none of those states. Those are states that I've had like serious wars with online with people. And I don't plan on going to those areas. But who knows? I might end up going to those areas if I really want to connect with these people that this prophet man is telling me that I'm living like these people. He's like, you're living like them. You're talking like them. You're just not proclaiming that you are a Hebrew person, but you are living the life of one of a Hebrew. And when he told me that, I believe what he was saying, because I remember when I got on the internet and just started talking like this, I was attacked by a group of people that was claiming that they were Hebrew people. So now, where am I going with this? What is she talking about? This is where I'm going with this, and this is what I'm talking about. I may try to reach out to Hebrew groups and connect with those people because I would like to hear what they have to say. and I would like to know more about their culture. It's not going to be nobody online, because I don't trust none of these people. These people are agents. I don't like them. I don't trust them. All they do is attack people. And true Hebrew people do not attack people. They help people and they heal people. Like me, I help people. I heal people. I'm a holy woman. So it's not going to be nobody offline. It'll be, people that I connect with, out here in the world in everyday life. It's not going to be no one that has nothing to do with YouTube or any other online social medias. So now let's leave that alone and keep going, because I don't want to make it too long. Let me see how long it's been. Okay, it's already been 10 minutes. So now let me hurry up. I want to talk about the police and how they're attacking holy people. So in this place that I'm in right now, I've met a lot of people, and I met this one guy in particular that I want to talk about. And I was asking him to help me take my stuff into a hotel, because I have a lot of stuff with me. And I was asking him if he could help me carry some stuff up into my hotel room, because my hotel room was up relatively high and I wasn't going to be able to carry all this stuff by myself. So he says, okay, that's fine. He got off work that night around 10 o'clock. I headed to my hotel. He was following me. And as soon as we pulled into the hotel, the police attacked this boy. They pulled up out of nowhere. They had him surrounded. They were asking him all types of questions. They had him hemmed up. But they didn't know that we were together, because we pulled in at the same time. But, they didn't know we was together, basically. So they pulled him over and had him hemmed up and was drilling him with a lot of questions. This is the part where I'm about to talk about the police attacking the holy people. This is a black man, of course, a melanin brother, okay? So I went on in to pay for the hotel so I could just get us out that situation quick, okay? So as I was inside paying for the hotel, which I had already made reservations for, he came walking around and he was very upset. So I was asking him what happened. He gonna say the police stopped his truck, and they said that he had been in the area selling drugs, and someone had been down there selling drugs, and they were pulling him over and searching him for drugs. This boy was not selling drugs. He worked, okay? This guy is a working man. I met him at a gas station once again, because when you're out and you're traveling and you're doing this and that, you spend a lot of time at gas stations and hotels. I met this man at a gas station. I was servicing my car, putting gas in it, checking my oil and everything like that. The guy came out, he was helping me, and from there we just struck up a conversation. So this man had been at work all night. He had been at work all night for 10 hours, and he got off work and he was following me to the hotel to help me carry my stuff into my room, because I had a lot of stuff I was taking inside with me and it's heavy. The police pulled him over, had him all hemmed up, asking him all type of questions, running his ID, accusing him of being a drug dealer when the boy had just got off work. So this is part of the reason why it's very important for you to invoke your constitutional rights and claim sovereignty, so that the police cannot have this type of control over you. So anyway, unfortunately, me and that guy ended up falling out, because once the police did let him go, after having him hemmed up, asking him all them questions, he kind of snapped on me and took it out on me. Now, this is a curse. I wasn't even going to talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it real fast. This is a curse among the people. This is a curse when white police officers, wicked ones, are doing things to you, and then you snap on the loved ones. Wait, hold on one second. I'm actually in my car, and it's getting pretty warm, so I'm going to roll this window down. I had them up because I don't want all the noise from outside to come in. But it's getting really warm, so I'm going to have to roll them down. It's a very nice day today. It's about 80 degrees where I'm at. So anyways, this is a spell. This is a spell, whereas the wicked one, the cops, do something to you, and then you end up snapping on your loved ones, your friends. And that's exactly what happened. We were fine. Everything was cool. And the police had him hemmed up, and when they finally let him go, he ended up snapping on me to the point where I don't even talk to him no more. We completely fell out. That's a spell and a curse. It's a spell and a curse, because when the wicked one have you hemmed up and they're attacking you, you're supposed to connect. You're supposed to come closer as people, as one. You're supposed to become closer and connect and really hold together, not fall apart and snap on the loved ones that surround you that's trying to help you. That's a spell and a curse. So I'm going to leave it at that because I don't want to make this too long. I'll probably just end up doing another video. It's been 15 minutes so far. But let me just say this one last thing because I want to, say this. The group of people that was telling me about sovereignty and, claiming this and that, I've talked about them in past videos, them people have completely disappeared. And that just makes me wonder, did I get set up? That just makes me wonder, who are these people really? Because I met them online, and meeting them online, they were telling me about this and they were telling me about that. And I did every single thing that them people told me to do. And the police ultimately came to my house, kicked in my door, and attacked me. And since then, I have not seen them people in that group that got me on this path. They've completely disappeared. I've tried calling their phone. The numbers are not working. The numbers are all disconnected. And they've basically just disappeared. I have these people addressed because we used to write back and forth. And we used to send gifts and packages back and forth. So I have their address. I could pull up if I wanted to. But I'm just seriously wondering, like, did I get set up online? Because I don't understand why they would disappear. We didn't fall out. Nothing happened. But for some reason, when the police came and raided my house and kicked in my door, the group disappeared. I don't know where they are. I don't know what's going on with them. But I just wanted to put that energy out there because I don't appreciate them disappearing on me and abandoning me because the wicked one attacked me. When the wicked one is attacking, people of holiness are supposed to stand together, not fall out and separate away from each other. That is a spell and a curse, and it's a trait of a very weak, unhuman being. That's not the trait of a God. That's not the trait of a sovereign, holy person. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm about to stop the video.